Marshall, what's your reflections at this stage?
Oh, I love this. I have a client who he's the CEO of a bank, and he asked his people, Peter, you'll appreciate this. He said, 1 week, I want to spend 4 hours and think about the future. 4 hours, that's all. 1 week, 4 hours, I don't care what you do, 4 hours. It's a CEO. How many people did it? Zero. None. Zero. And so, back to what you guys are saying, it's really important to not get so razzled into this day-to-day crap that, number one, Peter, to your point, you're not planning the future, you're not looking for that day after. And Jamil, to your point, you're forgetting about human beings. You're forgetting about the human beings around you. You're just in this sort of rat race. So I think, both of you have made some very, very, very important points for the future.
I think it's time to run the mule summary. Now, I think this one is easier than some of the previous summaries because they're just so interlinked. And the first thing I want to say is what is fascinating about our two guests is it is just yin and yang in many ways. Both of them are talking about transformations in our lives, transformation between work and private. And what I loved was Peter's idea of, you ideate, you reflect, you have time to put things in a new perspective was the reason why he has his Apple church, but also Jamil talking about how he has the maker day and the manager day, that whole idea about that you carve out in a very strategic way time, so you're not dragged into this never-ending rat race of just routines and to-do list stuff. So I think that's a very important thing to say. But now I'm going to try to merge it into a simple model. So let me just drag out, first of all, this little curve here you have on the screen. I would say on the top, I have the percentage. How much time is this occupying? And on the right, I'll say we have the expansion over time. So one is the volume, another one is the timeline. Now, when I take the first aspect of this, it is what Peter talked about, the seed of yesterday. And I would claim that the seed of yesterday is increasing with time if empathy is actually falling. And why am I saying that? I'm saying that because if you do not have empathy, you first of all don't have understanding for others. You're doing your work in isolations. You're not collaboration. There's no collaboration going on. When there's no collaboration going on, I would claim that silos are happening. Silos is generating even more workload. I would claim that's the reason why we work so much more than we ever done before. So in fact, I would say this is probably the essence of what we're seeing from these two gentlemen, which is kind of interesting. So what can we say about this? I think the key to all this is two simple things. One is to be very aware of when you are going on all this stuff with the seed of yesterday, that's a routine-based stuff, that has to have a space because you need to get up to speed, but you also need to carve out in a very disciplined way, almost like a religious way, like what Peter is saying, time for you to reflect. And that comes back to the transition. And also what Jamil is saying, you need to make empathy become a tool in connecting people so we have understandings and synergies with everyone else. So this is my little mule summary. Phew, I'm getting equally nervous every time I have to do this, I have to say. Beautiful. Well, listen, I just want to say to all of you guys, check out martinlindstrom.com/mm/again, or just scan this QR code right now where we have the show notes, hundreds of free videos from our many shows and free tools. And then I just want to say one thing. We have a little bit of a fantastic setup, a lineup of equally amazing guests 2 weeks from now on. Now, the 12th of July, we will have Asia Evans and we'll have Yves Mereux joining our show. Now, Asia Evans is an American Chief Executive Officer of Amazon's self-driving car subsidiary, Zoox. In June 2020, Evans actually led the acquisition of her company by Amazon for a whopping $1.3 billion. Now, Asia, she will be joined by Yves Mereux, and he's a director of Boston Consulting Group's Institute of Organization. He's an expert in corporate transformation that leads the firms to developing new approaches. And what I love about Yves is some of the speeches he's done using the relay race. It is so fascinating. And I think I'm going to ask him, along with Marshall, to show his theories on that. So this is happening soon. However, I also want to say, on demand from a lot of people, they've asked us, do you know what? I want to watch some of the previous shows and have a summary and a reflection of that. So I just wanted to use you for the M&M's throwback. Look at this. There we go. I tell you, I hope you will watch it. It's happening next week already. So with no further ado, I just want to say thanks to our amazing guest, Marshall, as always. Thank you. And thanks to all the viewers. We will be back again. I think it's the 12th of July at 12 o'clock noon Eastern. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.